Hello everyone, Wildcat here, and it's been a little while since I put anything up. My dad passed away this year, so things have been a little hectic, and I'm finally kind of getting settled down finally and getting into where time to start doing some stuff. So this is a game, one of the games I've been wanting to do kind of for a while, some videos on. So of course it's Construction Simulator. And rather than bore you with a bunch of settings and how the game runs and everything, let's just go ahead and hop right on and get to work. Okay, so I play the game with a gamepad. It's actually a 360 gamepad for PC. Whoop, went too far. Come on. Okay, there we go. What is these things? They really like you to roam up. Okay, so for whatever reason with this game, when you're in the vehicles, like your truck, your dump truck, your you can't turn the view with the right stick like you normally can. But what is weird, if I get out of the truck and I'm just walking around with the character, I can change the view with the right stick. So it's just, I don't know why they didn't make it you could do it with the vehicle. The other thing is that this game is supposed to be you're supposed to be able to use track IR in this game. And I thought that would be real cool too, because of course then you don't have to use a stick or anything. You just, turn your head. It'd be, but for whatever reason I couldn't get it to work. The game wouldn't run when I put the track IR on it. So I just wanted to get into it and play it. I didn't want to spend hours trying to figure out how to get something to work. I mean, maybe one day I will, but right now I wasn't up to it. Alright, so with the track guy on the gamepad, you have to hold both triggers down at the same time in order to go forward. Otherwise, if you only hold one, of course, he'll turn. Right? So sometimes it screws you up. It takes a bit to remember you got to hold them both down. I think I'm close to having them. Yeah, he's pretty more close on the left than he is on the right, but okay, so let's stick him up here. Oops. Put the bucket down. There we go. We'll hop out. And we'll come up here to strap her down. Okay, security. Alright, so you can see it strapped it down, so it's now strapped on. That's how you know the trailer will take it. If you put it on a trailer and you can't strap it down, if you go to drive away, it slides off the trailer. Okay, let's get our ramp up here. I'm not sure what a warehouse is. This should be my... So I got two warehouses on this game. In this save file, and this one, there's we have one there. The other one you get is down here. So I guess they just put us up in this warehouse because, of course, it's a lot closer. So if you wanted to, you can do and then when you come to the map, you get the GPS and you can follow that. A lot of the times I find it's to look at the map and not necessarily follow exactly the way they tell you to go, because sometimes they tell you to go a pretty screwy way. Now the other thing in here is the AI vehicles drive as if you don't exist. Right? Like that, for instance, stopping there in the middle of the road when they have the right of way. They don't have a stop sign, but whenever they come to an intersection, everybody stops all directions. So you don't get any courtesy in here. They won't be nice and let you go. Right, so you basically just got to go for it. There are game settings in here. Oh, like I said, I'll talk about that stuff a little later. In one of the other episodes I do. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't want to go this way. No, I probably see if I can get them to back out of here without killing anything. If you hit a car, normally they'll fade out and disappear. See, there it goes. It'll just disappear. That does damage to you. I've got that setting kind of turned off. It's just because the AI is just was a pain to have to deal with them, really. But there is a setting you can turn on and off for getting fines, speeding, you know, that kind of thing. And I turned it off because when I first started playing, it was working out to that I was getting more money in fines than I could make on a job. So. Oop. Oops. Guess it helps if you put the ramps down. Alright. Oh, I forgot that on the strapper. That should be unstrapped now. And we go into here. Nope. Okay. So one of the things, I don't know what this thing would be like to use the keyboard just to play it. I got no idea because, like I said, I do this with the gamepad, which of course is the way excavators are now in real life, is that they work off of joysticks, right? So it makes it a little more natural. Now, of course, I didn't get all that good with the excavator, so. Now, what I like about the equipment in here is that back when I was a kid playing, you didn't see it kind of scoop dirt like that. It was, you know, the bucket would touch the ground and boom, it would just be full of dirt. Right, you didn't really drag it across or anything, so it's kind of neat that they're getting it to the point where you can drag the stuff across. All right, so of course we're going to need a dump truck to haul the material. So we'll go back to our vehicle fleet, and I'll take this dump truck, and we'll take him out of storage, and then of course we'll just hit the enter button, and I'll put us in the dump truck. So another neat option, if you don't feel like driving, I mean, he's really close, it doesn't take long to drive there, but if you had to drive a fair ways and you don't want to spend a bunch of time driving, the other thing you can do is you would click on him and then you can hit fast travel and it'll automatically take you in the dump truck over there. Which is kind of, you know, nice. You want to get around. It charges you a bit of money. I didn't catch how much it charged me for that. It was probably about $100, so maybe it might have been even a little less than $100. Alright. So again, as I said, like when you're in these vehicles, the dump truck and the semi and stuff, the camera view, you can't change with the stick. You have to do it with the mouse, which makes it a pain in the butt. But I like the way the guy jumps. Okay. Let's see how much damage I can do to my truck here so you can see the white pointer on the ground. So this represents your bucket, of course, which I'm gonna miss it, which of course helps for dumping it because this is being 2D. You don't really have that depth perception that you would have if it was 3D. Yeah, forward and scoop is pretty cool. Oops, that's the wrong way. Oh, come on. It's still going the wrong way. Man, I can't believe this. No. Hold up. Ah, come on. I'm gonna hit the truck. Well, like I said, I'm a bit rusty with this excavator. It's been a while since I've been playing the game, so it's... definitely a bit rusty. Okay, no, lift you up, bring them, there we go. Park the dump truck just a little too far away. Alright, so this is how this kind of goes. So once I get this all dug out to what they want, I'll be back with the next stage. Okay, so I got a pretty fully loaded dump truck there, so I just kind of thought I would show this here. So something I didn't mention earlier, if you look at the top left there, the top left corner of the screen, it shows you excavated area is 34%. So when it gets to 100, you'll be done with the excavating part. But what I wanted to show here was, okay, so now with the dump truck, that yellow bar, the bottom right gauge shows you the steering wheel and your miles per hour and that. So that top yellow bar is the load that you have on the vehicle. And as you can see, because it's in the red, that means it's overloaded. I could overload it some more, but I'm not going to. So what you got to do is you can take this material and you got to go dump it. I don't know how I want to get in, but kind of hard not to get into explaining some of this stuff. Okay, so we have to come down here and dump it. So it's not very far away. But you actually don't have to go down there and dump it. What you can do is you can, I'm just going to find it here. There, now see, so I can select that. And that'll give me $8,223 if I just empty it here and don't bother driving down there. I usually drive it down there because, of course, if you drive it there and dump it, you get more money for it. And again, if you wanted to, you don't have to drive here. You can fast travel here, dump it, and fast travel back. It's up to you, but like I say, the fast travel does cost you a little bit of money. Usually it's under $100, right? So you can empty this load here, or you can empty it down here. Now I'm going to show this part down here because this is where you'll get your dirt, gravel, and sand. I believe what it is. So yeah. Okay, so look all the soil. But that's where you load up with that stuff when you need your sites, and of course you can dump your material off here. Right joystick, you push up and put the box up. So instead it was giving us 8,222 or something like that, right? So see what he gives it to us for driving in here. Alright, 10,579. So give us a little over $2,000 more for driving it there, composed if we didn't drive it here, right? So, and as you can see, the trench here, it's not, you know, but as I said, it's 100%. It says 100% dug out, so you'll see when I pull this guy off, it'll straighten it all out, so it looks nice and pretty. Okay, so I got the dump truck out of there, but it's saying the excavator's still in the way. So, I wasn't sure if I got him out far enough. Okay, here we go. Now he's out. Alright, so now I'll get some materials, but you can see how it straightens the whole lot out and everything, so it's not, you don't have to get it perfect like that yourself. But even so, it still took a while to take it out with the excavator. Alright, so I'm back over at the site. I got the truck loaded. Oops. So I need one of these guys here. And he'll go into the blue spot there. And then the other one I need, of course, is buried under this guy. So what you can do, so I got everything that was in that store, I got it all in this trailer, so that was kind of nice. I don't have to do another trip to the store there. So you can offload everything on the trailer if you want, or just take it off as you need it. Because it all depends on if you're going to need the trailer again before you're finished with all the material. Well, this should be the guy they wanted here. Alright. Spin it around. It doesn't take forever, so the heck with it. I just released them. Alright, so now it's going to ask us to unpack the material, so we're going to just go ahead and hop out of the crane here. Unpack the material. I'm doing what I said I wasn't going to do, right? Okay, so now we got to pour concrete. So we have to get the concrete truck. That's in a pit, so we're going to need a snorkel as well. And of course, that truck will be in the way. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and offload everything off that truck and get out of our way, and then get back here at the concrete truck and the snorkel truck. Alright, so we're back here and we got our concrete truck here, we got our pump truck, and to get ready to pump the concrete in here. Let's go back in our pump truck and start pouring. Oh. Now these snorkel trucks are a little kind of screwy because of the way they run. They got both joystick actually moves the boom or the pipe, however you want to call it. So that's what kind of makes it hard, because both of them will lift it up and down, both of them will move it. Oops. Kind of show an outside view of this pipe a little better here. This wouldn't take very long to do if I played this game a little more often, of course, because you get used to the controls, you don't screw up as much. Oops. We finish the rest off, which is kind of cool. So you don't have to get the whole thing. Alright, so now we gotta unpack this rebar here, which is now probably going to require more concrete to be poured. Pour the walls. This is a little trickier to do, pouring the walls. Alright, so obviously you got to get the cursor to be green to pour the concrete. Now it will run along the walls for a fair bit. So as you can see, it does do a fair bit all by itself from one spot. Now, which way do I move this guy to get him to extend out? Oh, of course, too far. No. Up. There we go, right in there. Oh, I should get all that wall. Not quite, eh? It's going to leave a dimple there and there. Ah! Okay, so we're out of concrete, so I got to go get some more. Alright, you guys kind of see the idea how to do the walls, so as I'm finishing up the walls, I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. We got the walls done. Now we're going to put the ceiling tiles on. Alright, so we'll get these done and then we'll be back when the next stage comes along. Okay, so we're back. What they had us do in the last one was pour the ceiling slab, pour the concrete, and then we had to excavate this area out here that I'm backing up to with the cement truck. And when we unpack the material, automatic put it in there. So I wanted to show that you could do your concrete as well without the snorkel truck or the pump truck. So obviously in places further away or higher up you wouldn't be able to do it with this, but just wanted to show it could be done with this guy. And there we go. That'll end that. Alright, telling us to clear the area. But first I'm going to put my rack away there. Alright, clear the area. And then it wants us to deliver some wood. So we'll do that with the crane because we already got it sitting there. So just going to... Oh! Oops. Found the hole. Yeah. Alright, let's just grab some of this wood here. Come on. Okay. Oops. So it'll have us place all this wood out here and then we'll get further instructions. It's kind of neat. I really like the game. I like their you know, as I said back when I was a kid growing up, and you played these, you put the bucket down to the ground and it just boom, it was full of dirt. You didn't have to pull it through the dirt to fill it up. You know, and the equipment definitely didn't work anywhere near as well as it does now. It's quite a bit more realistic. It'd be nice if they brought VR out for this, that would for sure, because the VR gives you such nicer depth perception, right? And that's one of the big things in this that screw you up the most is the depth perception. Now you can, if you want to, take the time to line those up perfectly with the squares before you put them down, of course, but I'm just trying to keep the video somewhat shorter, so I'm just kind of zinging through stuff here. Alright, there's that. Okay, so now we gotta unpack the material. So, I think I already showed that once, but with that, how you do is you just gotta come up to one of the piles. Oh, it's gonna make us go to this one. Usually you could go to just anyone. You go to that one and we'll hit Y to unpack it, of course, in the gamepad. And boom, there you go. Walls are up. No, unpack another one. Okay, so you're probably going to have us go around and unpack all these. Okay, those walls are up, so we'll have to pick those walls up and put them in place. See if they'll let us unpack another one here. And again, same thing with that one. And of course this one is not letting us unpack until we put those walls in place. And again, the walls are the same thing. You just, you know, you put them in place, and when it goes green, you can hit the button to let it go, or you can play around with it if you want and try and line it up yourself properly. Alright, so as you can see, we get most of the walls up, or at least the framing of the walls. Now it's just requiring us to move some of these other packages into place. I think it's not going to let me touch that one. Okay, let's get over here. Alright, so it's going to want me to take from here. There we go. One of these, and two of those other ones, as you can see, it already placed some. It did that automatically. Okay. Alright, so I think I got, okay, so we got to go unpack this stuff. Ooh, that was a nice view. Alright, so let's start with this. Alright, got that done up. I'll go with this one. Oops. Just, oh, the rest of the wall's insulation. I wonder what these ones will be. Oh, that was the floor there, or ceiling, however you want to look at it. This will probably be the floor over on this side kind of thing. And now it's going to have its place on the panels up. Alright. So, like I said, I mean, you don't do exactly every single thing in here. You do portions of it. Which is kind of nice, because even at that, sorry, even at that, it's still going to take a while to, it still takes a while to do this. Like this one here, I know I've been cutting, usually I cut, I'm not showing you every step of the process I do, just showing you the start of it, and then usually coming back. I mean, the whole reason for that is because it is kind of time consuming, and this mission itself will probably take about 6 hours. You know, like 6 hours of playing time by the time I'm finished with it. Yeah, by the time I get this done, so if I didn't cut stuff out of it, that's a pretty long video. Alright, we got a chunk of money for that portion, so now we gotta throw out some of these wood beams. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, now they want us to unpack all that material, so I'm quite sure that's going to be starting the second floor. Quick jump over here, not on that one, of course not. Oh, it's not a 2-floor, it was a roof. Cool. Oops, not close enough. Nope, yeah, go around the other side, of course. Oh, come on. Gotta also hit the right key. Ah, okay, so it's gonna put all those trusses out like that, and we're gonna have to put them up. And then this guy here, probably gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be the trusses in the center, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, now I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, gotta run around now. Alright, so you guys kind of have seen through the construction how this goes, so I'll get this done, and once I have these up in there, I'll be back with the next stage. Alright, so we got the roof on. They have us place the other pellet of this wood here and insulation, so we'll unpack these and see what that does. It's probably going to do the roof, yeah. Alright, these are the two they had me just move into place. Oh, come on, hit the right key. Clear the construction site. Okay, so now we got to take everything out of here, so the crane's got to go. So we just go to the crane and dismantle. Okay, the crane's out of here. I don't know why it keeps like, I mean, look, that pumping truck is way over here. It's not even near the property. I can't believe it keeps telling me I got to get rid of the pumping truck. But it's not saying anything about the cement truck that's parked just about on the grass there beside it. That doesn't make any sense. Now, one of those things, you know, just hopefully some little glitches that they will work out eventually here. Store. All right, so we put him in there. The cement truck, we'll put him in there. All right. If I remember right, he had some stuff in him. See, I got some money. I can't see it, of course. 375 wasn't much. Oh, and then that was 11,000, so that was probably the concrete. Again, the same right in the center on top. Okay, and we'll just reset the crane to get out of that mode. Alright. So normally when it tells you to go speak with the foreman, that usually means you're done. And somebody else will take care of it, so take care of the rest. Yeah, see, there we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Construction Simulator. I just kind of wanted to go through and show a bit of the gameplay and sort of how things work. But there's quite a bit to the game. There's a lot more other stuff to this game I didn't show or tell. Kind of do in other videos as we go along. So we're done with this contract. So with that, I'm going to say, well, cat out for now. We'll catch you in the next one.